Hello, my name is Chloe Tolderlund, and this is my play that I wrote, Disposable. This play was inspired by a relationship I had with an old coworker.
Disposable by Chloe Tolderlund. Charlie opens a pack of cigarettes and leans against a door labeled Employees Only. She pokes a cigarette between her tobacco-stained teeth. She frowns as she checks her pockets. Kayla enters. She is brandishing a used plastic dental flosser.
Just because we're closed for the night doesn't mean that you can leave these on the freaking wine credenza. In the middle of the floor, for God's sake. You filthy degenerate.
Oh, thanks. I was looking for that.
Charlie pretends to use the flosser, but tosses it to the side. She puts her cigarette behind her ear, pulls out a fresh flosser from her pocket, and goes to town.
Finn stole my lighter again. Lit stupid table 104's candle 60 times. Their shitty toddler kept spewing into it.
Last week, the Elliots let their baby smear yogurt parfait across the bottom of the east wall painting. She's due to spawn another one of those tiny heathens in March.
Charlie throws the flosser onto the ground and puts her cigarette back in her mouth.
How many of those do you think you go through in a day?
Where were you when I picked up the first one?
Prob's not conceived yet. And no, dummy, at the rate you go, most of the ocean's plastic is probably your flossers. Ever wonder how many fish you've choked with those?
Let him choke.
I'll choke you first.
Maybe I'd like it.
Then why are you leaving?
How did you... Who told you? I'm not staying anywhere that doesn't care about me.
I care if you leave.
Mamas, your love don't pay my bills.
Did you think I wouldn't notice?
I knew you'd at least figure it out afterwards.
If it's because you're marrying Sam.
Sam can't go back to Ecuador.
Imagine being in a position where marrying you was the better option. I'm sure it came at a price.
It's not safe. His daddy's thrilled he's marrying a woman. Daddy-in-law doesn't need to know about my husband's boyfriend. And Sam's not paying me to marry him. However, Sam's dad is paying for Sam's wife to have veneers for the wedding. I just happen to be Sam's wife.
There are easier ways to fix your teeth than acquiring a fake husband, Charlie.
Why? In the market for a real wife, daddy's girl?
So you're gonna marry him and run off to some other restaurant together?
Our marriage has been planned for months. Sam hated working here. I've had enough, so he got me in at his new place.
You would manage to find a fake husband. I hate that you...
I hate everything, and I hate this place.
You wouldn't teach the newbies if you really wanted to see it go under.
You assume I bothered to teach the other newbies.
You tried to teach them, but you can't teach stupid.
Congratulations, Kay. You're marginally less stupid than the others, so you got taught. They should stop hiring idiots.
You do care about this, about all of us.
I did, but now I don't. They played me.
They didn't play you.
They should care about people who care.
You do good work, but they couldn't operate if you were the only one doing good work.
They've operated like that so far.
If that's what you'd like to think, fine.
You know you do good work.
Thank you so much for your help. Have a nice life.
Don't you dare use your customer voice on me.
You taught me that line.
Taught you more than that.
Serving is just practice, which you can't teach.
My practice years are over. I can't stick around and waste my time anymore.
Work isn't a waste if you do a good job.
It is when nobody cares.
Not if you care.
I'm nobody, Kay. You're young. You'll finish school on the first try. You make your family proud. I don't need to make anyone proud except myself. I'm not proud, and I don't care about it anymore.
Even if you don't, I still care.
Doesn't matter. They never cared.
You've worked for Justin at least 6 different restaurants over the last decade. He cares. It's not about you.
He made it about me. They won't be able to find anyone like me.
They don't need to.
Well, you saw what Justin did. I've seen enough.
What else do you want me to say? I give a shit, but that's clearly not enough for you.
Were you even there when it happened?
No. Maddie said it was an honest miscommunication, that it got blown out of proportion.
I've worked with Justin for years, Kayla, years. Yet he stood in front of me and little man big boss, director of operations Daniel, and filed that incident report. Like I'm an actual racist.
Justin probably had to cover his own ass in front of Dan.
I said, excuse me, gentlemen, whose card would you like me to open your tab under? I happened to stand next to the only white guy at the table. Maddie had already asked them and taken the black man's card. In 2 minutes, a miscommunication became a fucking hate crime.
There's no way, Justin.
There's nothing racially insensitive about the way I do my job.
He probably thought...
I don't care what he thought because it was fucking wrong. I asked for a card because as far as I knew, I didn't have one. Not because I didn't have a white person's credit card, because I didn't have any fucking credit card for the table.
Did you explain that to Justin?
Yeah, and he reprimanded me about guest perception. It was busy Friday night. Matt was doing me a favor. He took a card to start that table's tab because I got triple sat.
Did Justin explain?
Would have gotten uglier if Justin wasn't there to explain. Guests will listen to a black manager without accusing him of racism. He comped their bill. They left happy. He still filed the incident report. Maddie got a smack on the wrist because he's a stupid baby.
Without 20 years in the business, you're just a stupid baby.
They don't treat you temps the same as people like me, Kayla.
One miscommunication and you're leaving? If you're so pissed about it, then what are you waiting for?
I didn't want to leave, Kayla, but now I can't stay, even if they won't be able to fully replace me.
Everyone's expendable in this industry, Charlie.
This job is expendable for you, Kay. This is all that I have. You still have options.
You always have options, Char.
You wouldn't get it.
Well, I believe you.
Doesn't matter. They don't believe me. You'll never see me again anyway.
Shut up, Charlie. I know where you live. Last week, I carried half of your shit into your new apartment.
This place wasn't what I thought it was.
We all care about you, Char. It doesn't have to go down like this.
But it did. I thought Justin was my friend.
I thought we were friends.
We are friends. Well, we were friends. You got no business hanging around me.
What's that supposed to mean?
Life is short. Most people are some degree of temporary. This is no different. We are no different.
You don't have to be so cold, Jux.
This is how it is at every job. There's always a few you're sad to leave until they show you the door themselves.
I don't want it to work like that.
You won't be here long. You have more to learn in life. You wouldn't believe how awful I was when I was your age.
You're insufferable.
I'm the worst, but I'm not a racist.
Are you coming out with us or not?
I don't want to see Justin.
Please, he almost never comes out.
Not tonight.
Whatever. I'm out. Good night, Char. See you Saturday.
Kayla turns around.
No, you won't.
Kayla whips back to face her and stops. Charlie starts to walk backwards.
Goodbye forever, Kay. It's been fun.
You don't mean it, Chucks.
Charlie turns around and exits. Lights fade out. End of play.